Got a video real quick from Dr. Becky. If you don't know her, she is the owner and creator of Good Inside, and she is interviewing a dad. So, dads want to know what y'all think. We won't have too much, but just thinking about men's health, men's mental health, and parental health. What do y'all think about this?
A few months after he was born, I would go on my own. I would go far enough away that no one would notice, and I would sit down and I would cry just to myself. And I would cry because I didn't love my son. I didn't know what was going on. And I was lying in bed Googling things of, 3:00 in the morning, like, why am I sad? New dad. And I kind of came upon this notion of paternal postpartum depression. The symptom.
Paternal postpartum depression. Okay, that's what he's going to get into. Because so many dads expect themselves to just handle it, suffering quietly and alone. So we're going to get into it.
How it presents in men is there are a lot of similarities, but the symptoms of how it presents in men is it pushes addictive tendencies to the foreground. So alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex. For me, I feel really lucky in that I got hooked on a video game, but I would sit up and stay up till 4 a.m. It was a sense of like having some control over a situation where I felt, I really felt my son would never stop crying. And in hindsight, of course, he wasn't crying all the time. He was just like, that's what it felt like to me. And I really think about my experience with paternal postpartum depression and the vulnerability that I've kind of had to learn to share and to show, because I know it helps other dads out there. I know that the more that we talk about these things together, the better we can be for our partners, for our kids, the better we can show up for each other and for ourselves.
What do y'all think? All right. Drop some jump in the comments.
I wish I had the ability to, I wish I had the ability to feel like that.
Okay.
No, because it's just like, I don't know. I think a lot of this type of stuff is just kind of like, it's almost hereditary, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. Because when you come up in a household where there's a strong sense of duty, it's like you get desensitized to, as a parent, what your wants are more so, and it just becomes about the kid and provide. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from this gentleman's experience, but
no, I'm not either. That's just more personal.
Yeah, I can't reach this.
Ash's Pace said, "I feel you,
yeah,
but I can't reach."
Yeah, no,
that's what Cash's Pace said on that. He said, "I hear you, homeboy, but that ain't me."
No, I'm trying to figure where you're coming from, but it's kind of hard.
Because postpartum to be like a chemical hormonal thing, right?
Yeah. So it's taken away from
trying to
women.
Figure out what is like. It's trying to add fetch. You know what I'm saying? To me, it just. So what was the person? What was his remediation to it? Was it another drug to make him feel better? Was it therapy? Is he looking?
Well, she's a therapist, so I'm going to assume it's therapy and letting time pass. But she is in fact a therapist, so I'm going to assume that he did some level of therapy.
Right.
Her app is about teaching parents that they're a good kid having a hard time. So trying to gather an understanding within themselves to then be able to parent their child better. So if for her marketing purposes in this, I'll just give you her angle more likely, is that if you have the skills to identify that you're doing these things as the root cause, let's figure out what you can do to better yourself on the inside, so that way when you do interact with your child, you will be a better you. That's it in a nutshell. She gives you structures, tools, tips, how to be a better you so you can show up better for them. So if you identify that, man, I really don't like this little crybaby in there. Listen, I ain't getting no coochie since he got home. It's been 8 months. He's still in there. And I'm like, nah.
Hey, shit, ain't you supposed to wait at least like 6?
I know somebody who just celebrated their 1-year-old's birthday and they're due next month.
Okay. They call that Irish twins?
You ain't wait nothing. You was in that bad boy the next day, boy.
He was wide open. But
he was like, I'm back. So no, everybody ain't waiting.
Some people heal quicker.
Some people don't
ain't no healing right there. Ain't no healing with that.
I don't know. I can't.
So here's my take on my drip on this is that
I think that's me like the most fertile that you could possibly be. So you almost guaranteed to get another one without working. Yeah,
it's
so
like
hard.
It's like the first year, something like that. Like you're probably most fertile. They recommend OBGYNs recommend like 2 years after they have a baby to try again, though, to have another baby. So here's the thing about this. Do men deserve the space to say these things? Historically, the answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Historically, the answer is no.
Man, you see the group chat looking like that? Was somebody saying that in the group chat?
Look, man, I don't like this little baby crying all the time. Man, I'm about to go in here and just go to the slots.
You know what I read in the group? You know what I read in the group chat, man? Man, I got so mad, man. He pissed me off, man. I was crying, man, and cocking my pistol, man. You know, it's always some you know what I mean, some rah involved in there. But just I don't know, man. I just got so upset. I went and I cried and I got high. Like it's some other stuff going on. You was crying because you ain't had no money. You ain't had no money to feed, homie. You cried because you was pissed off because that job let your ass go and you knew things about to be a little rough.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that's where I come from, because it was like I had a very loving mother, you know what I mean? And I grew up around folks. Everybody mama was my mama. Everybody was cool, but we wasn't sitting around talking about somebody. I just don't feel loved. Hell no, we not loved.
How you gonna feel love from a baby and thinking that they're gonna give it back or whatever? Like they know one thing right now.
Food.
I'm hungry.
Now.
Address these needs.
Now.
I am an Instagram model. I need my needs addressed and I need all the attention you can give.
Now.
Right now.
Right now.
Not
yesterday. You gotta take a dump. Nah, bro. I gotta dump. My dump take priority. It's like I got the bubble guts. We got the bubble guts. And you gotta change this diaper, bro. Now.
You better change his ass.
Now bring me with you. You going to the bathroom? Bring me with you. You're not gonna leave me out here.
Bring me with you. You in there?
Oh, you gotta pee. Come on. Look. They be like, come on. I'm going too. When they little, they don't care. I'm gonna sit next to you, daddy. It's stinking here, but I'm hanging with you. Oh, mommy going to the bathroom. No, like you don't have time to sit when you trying to get to it and make sure your kids and everybody cool. You ain't got time to, and postpartum, excuse me for saying it, but that's a female's thing. Y'all can have postpartum. Y'all had the baby. We got to take care of it. We got to make sure everything cool. We didn't push. We didn't have labor pains. The hell am I depressed about? I'm depressed because I might not be able to buy the Air Max I want because I got to get bibs and extra diapers because we didn't do baby showers, stuff like that. But
it's like, all right, now somebody better shut that damn baby up.
Right? So I'm gonna show y'all 2 comments.
I can't play Guardians of the Galaxy tonight.
Put a titty in his mouth. I got to pay this rent.
No,
so I'm gonna show these 2.
Destiny 2 before it get the
trial.
I'm gonna show y'all these 2 comments. So the 3 comments. This one right here says a lot of women in this thread know nothing about the research showing men go through hormonal changes when their partners are pregnant. The medical field acknowledges paternal postpartum depression. and mood disorders. Also, people focusing on the fact he played a video game at night as a symptom, not the fact that he was trying to find a time and place to cry because he doesn't love his son. Heartbreaking to see people not be able to hold two truths. Very lucky I have a woman in my life who can. Shout out to Maddie. But then, look though, Zoe pulled up. Look, Zoe said, listen, hey, so this take is horse shit. He was depressed, sure, but he was never postpartum. In fact, it sounds like he abandoned the postpartum person. Women need resources. Women are dying. For once, men can scooch over and let her be centered. Last one. Where is it at? This right here. She says, so instead of calling it, and this is what Cassius Pay was saying, calling it paternal postpartum depression, the complainers want him to say he was depressed in the postpartum period. By definition, postpartum simply means the first few weeks immediately after birth. So what she's saying is that you're saying, you said he can't say this. She's saying that the actual word of this means after birth, so he's allowed to say it. This right here, my friends, is why we have people saying far left liberal woke culture and all the, like that right there. That right there. Yeah. That's like if you want to know why Uncle Johnny said, listen, I rock with all of that, but that woke left-leaning leftist extremist leftist culture or whatever, that's usually what they talk about right there. Yes, he can have postpartum depression when he didn't actually push a baby out his actual vagina.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, from my perspective, he got the right to feel a certain kind of way, but he just used too many damn words.
Yeah, it needs to be something else.
No, like, I was sad. The baby came. I was sad as shit. Then my life changed. Cool. I get it, my G.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Your life changed. Video games, no more.
Yeah, the video.
And that's fine.
But that goes to show you who were you before the baby came along, and that's all that is. That hold a magnifying glass up to the bitch assness that you were displaying before you was lucky enough to get somebody pregnant. Your swimmers probably was like, I really don't feel like it. And one of them just was like, well, fuck it. I ain't got nothing else to do. Like a video game. Like that's what it's don't even sound you were trying. You know, but at the end of the day, you are who you are when things either get extremely well for you or things are going semi bad. The real you will emerge, period. And it sounded to me like he's just a soft he just a soft ass man that don't know how to deal with his emotions. So he looked up a definition for it and said, oh yeah, I am postpartum. What? Is your breast leaking too? Need to pump?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I get it, but it sounded to me like he don't have a strong community around him. He ain't got no men that he go play cards with or talk to. He got a headset on playing a video game talking to some 13-year-olds. I'm gonna whip your ass today.
Millennials are only like it's way less than 40%. It might be 30% of millennials now even have kids. So he might not have.
It was like 35%.
Yeah, he might not have anybody in his friend group that has kids. So maybe he don't know the stories. Maybe everybody playing Dungeons and Dragons and shoots ladders and shit.
They playing D&D.
Looking at him like, ew, you have baby on you now and all this kind of stuff. So, keep that over there.
You smell like formula, dude. Ew. Girls, yuck. Right. Like, hell out of here. His father ain't in his life or something.
Scrolling through the noise again. Same old spin, same pale trend. Yeah. Then I hear that daily drip. Pull me in, I take a sip. Oh yeah, yeah. Gem in the cut, breaking game down. Dame do the math.